CD 2.
Chapter 7. I Finish My Education. I was walking back to Mr. Wickfield's house one day when I met Uriah. "This is a nice surprise, Mr. Copperfield," he said. "I'm going home now. Why don't you come with me and meet my mother?" I did not want to go, but I walked with him. "How are your law studies?" I asked. "I'm learning a lot," he said, "but it's very difficult. Some of the words in the books are in Latin, and I don't know Latin." "I know Latin," I said. "I'll teach you." "Oh, no, Mr. Copperfield." Uriah rubbed his hands together. "I'm very humble. Humble people can't learn Latin. That's only for gentlemen." Mrs. Heep looked like her son. She was thin, and her clothes were black too. I sat in their house, and they asked me a lot of questions. They asked me about my family and about London. I did not tell them about my job in London. They talked about Mr. Wickfield and Agnes. "Mr. Wickfield drinks a lot of wine," Mrs. Heep said. "That's very bad for him, isn't it?" "I don't know," I said. I did not like Mrs. Heep very much. A man was passing the open door of the Heeps' house, and he stopped outside. "Copperfield, my boy! I thought it was you." It was Mr. Micawber, and he came in. I introduced him to Uriah and Mrs. Heep, and he shook their hands. I felt very uncomfortable. I did not want Mr. Micawber to talk about London, where I was poor and unimportant. The Heeps thought that I was a gentleman. But he did not talk about London. He talked about Mrs. Micawber and his family. Then, when he was leaving, he invited me to dinner at his hotel the next day. Before our meeting, I saw Mr. Micawber in the street with Uriah. They were having a conversation together, and they looked very friendly. At dinner that night, I asked Mr. Micawber about Uriah. "He's a clever man," Mr. Micawber said. "I like him. I need someone like him to manage my money." Mrs. Micawber was eating with us, and she told me about Plymouth. "My family did not like Mr. Micawber," she said. "He owed too much money, so we came to Canterbury. Mr. Micawber will find work here. We are waiting for some money that other people owe us, but it will come soon." After dinner, we drank a lot of wine. Mr. Micawber became very happy, and we sang songs together. But the next day, I received a letter. It said, "My dear young friend, the money has not come. I owe a lot of money in Canterbury, so I am leaving today. I try hard, but I always seem to fail. We shall not meet again. Wilkins Micawber." I worked hard at school, and the years passed quickly. Agnes was always kind and calm, and I liked her very much. She became like a sister to me. Mr. Wickfield drank too much, and spent too little time working. Uriah worked hard in the office, and knew a lot about Mr. Wickfield's work. At last I finished school. "What will you do now?" my aunt asked. "I don't know," I said. "I should find a job. What kind of work can I do?" "Have a holiday first," she suggested. "Then you can think about work. Visit Peggotty." "I will," I agreed. "I'll go to Yarmouth." But I travelled to London first by coach. I wore new clothes, and I looked fine. I felt like a gentleman, and I was very happy. On the first day, I went to a hotel and ordered dinner. I noticed a young man eating dinner at another table. I looked at him for a moment in surprise. Then I went to say hello. "Do you remember me?" I asked. He stood up. No, he said. No, I don't think... Then he shouted, Copperfield! It was Steerforth. We ate breakfast together next morning. You haven't changed, Steerforth said. You're a man now, but you look very young. Come with me. Come and stay at my house. But I'm going to Yarmouth, I said. Don't go, he said. Stay with me tonight and go to Yarmouth tomorrow. I laughed. I can't say no to you, Steerforth, I told him. I'll be happy to stay with you. Steerforth lived with his mother in Highgate, to the north of London. His mother was tall, quite old, and very proud. A strange woman called Rosa Dartle lived with her. I felt uncomfortable with her from the time of our first meeting. She had cruel eyes and a scar on her face. The scar was an ugly white mark near her mouth. We talked about the people in Yarmouth. Are they like us? Mrs. Steerforth asked. No, Steerforth said. They're rather rough and rude. I did not think that this was true. My friends there were not rough, but I did not say anything. Later, I asked Steerforth about Rosa Dartle. Where did she get that scar? I asked. Steerforth looked angry and sad. I gave her that, he said. When? I was only a little boy, he said. I threw something at her. It hit her on the mouth. I was very sorry. I stayed there for a few days. When I went to Yarmouth, Steerforth travelled with me. I left Steerforth at the hotel and hurried across the town to see Peggotty. When I got to Barkis's house, Peggotty was there. She did not know me, though, and she looked at me in surprise. Peggotty, I said, have I grown very big? Don't you know me? David, she shouted. Oh, my little David. She put her arms round me and cried. Then she dried her eyes, and we went to see Barkis. He was ill in bed, but very pleased to see me. He gave Peggotty some money to prepare a special dinner. Then Steerforth arrived. He laughed a lot, and we had fun together. After an hour, we left Barkis's house, and we went to Mr. Peggotty's. We heard Mr. Peggotty shouting and laughing. When we went inside, Ham was holding Emily's hand. His face was very red, and Emily was looking at the floor. Come in, Mr. Peggotty cried. I have a surprise for you. Ham and Emily are going to get married. That's good, Steerforth said. There was a strange look on his face. When did you hear that? A minute ago, Mr. Peggotty said. Ham began to talk. I loved Emily when she was a child, he said, and now I love her as a woman. I know that she is younger than I am, but she has agreed to marry me, and I'm a very happy man. We all drank wine happily together. The men talked a lot, but Emily was very quiet. She often looked at Steerforth. Time passed quickly, and soon it was late. It's time to go, Steerforth said. We shook hands with them all and said goodbye. Steerforth and I walked back to the hotel. I'm sorry that they're going to be married, Steerforth said. Emily is pretty and full of life. She should be a gentleman's wife. But Ham is rough and rather dull. He's just a fisherman. It's very sad. You're wrong, I cried. I did not agree with him at all. Ham's a good man. He'll be a good husband to Emily. Steerforth put his hand on my arm and smiled strangely. David, he said, you're a good man too, but you don't understand me. After that, I stayed at Barkis's house, and Steerforth stayed at the hotel. He went out with the fisherman, and I did not see him often. One night I was alone in the house. I was sitting by the fire when he came in. His face was sad. "What's wrong?" I asked. "I was thinking," he said. "What?" "My father's dead," he said, "and I need him now. I need a father to guide me. My mother is no use. Everything I do is fine with her. I'm not a good man, and that makes me unhappy." "I don't understand," I said. "What are you talking about?" "Oh, it isn't important," he said. "See, I'm happier now. Let's go for a walk." He stood up and smiled. "I've bought a boat," he told me proudly, while we were walking. "In Yarmouth?" I asked. It was a surprise. "But you don't often come to Yarmouth." "Ham's keeping the boat for me," he said. "There," I said, "you are good. You've given the boat to Ham." "I haven't given him the boat," Steerforth said. "He's looking after it for me. I've called the boat the Little Emily." He looked more cheerful when I saw him after that. The time in Yarmouth was a very happy one for me, but it passed quickly. Our last night came, and I was walking back to Barkis's house. Ham stopped me outside. "Please, don't go in," he said. "Emily is talking to a woman inside. The woman has asked for help." A few minutes later, Peggotty opened the door. "You can come in now," she said. The woman was sitting next to Emily. Her name was Martha Endles, and she was crying. "I've done something terrible," she said. "My mother and father don't want me. The people in Yarmouth hate me. I'm going to leave and go to London. London will be better than Yarmouth." "What will you do in London?" Emily asked. She had her arms around the woman. "I'll find work," Martha told her. "But I need money. I have nothing." "Here's money," Emily said. "You can go to London." "Thank you," Martha said. "You're very kind. I'll always remember you." She left the house. Emily closed the door behind her. Her face was sad, and she began to cry too. "I'm like Martha," she said. "I'm bad too." "You?" Ham said. "You're not bad. You're beautiful and good." "No, I'm not," Emily said. "I'm so unhappy. Please help me, Ham. I want to be good." Ham put his arms round her, and soon she was quiet. She was talking like Steerforth. I did not understand Emily and Steerforth then, but I understood later. Chapter 8. I Meet the Girl of My Dreams. When we returned to London, my aunt was waiting for me. I told her that I wanted to be a lawyer, so she paid £1,000 to Spenlow and Jorkins. Mr. Spenlow was going to teach me law. My aunt also found me rooms in the home of a Mrs. Krupp, who cleaned the rooms and cooked for me. London is a lonely place, and I felt very alone. Steerforth did not visit me, and I hadn't any friends. But one day I met him in the street with two of his friends. I gave them my address and asked them to come to dinner. It was a good dinner, but I drank too much. I became very silly. "The theatre's a fine place," I cried. "Let's go there." We went to the theatre. Outside the main entrance, Steerforth's friends held my arms. I could not stand by myself. Then they helped me into the building. "Let's sit here," Steerforth suggested. I fell into my seat, laughing. "Oh," a voice said. A girl was sitting next to me, and I looked at her, but I was drunk, and I could not see her well. "David," the girl said. "Agnes," I replied. I could not speak clearly. "What a surprise!" "Oh, David," Agnes said, "look at you. Please go home." Please go home and go to bed." "Yes," I said, feeling like a small boy. "Yes, I will." I left the theatre noisily. Steerforth had to carry me to my rooms and put me to bed. The next morning I felt very ill. I remembered Agnes, and I felt even worse. But she sent me a letter. I read it nervously. It said, "My dear David, I am staying at the house of a man who works with my father, Mr. Waterbrook, in Ely Place, Holborn. Will you come and see me today? I shall be in all day. With love, Agnes." I did not want to see Agnes after the night before, but I went to the house. Agnes was not angry with me. When she saw me, she smiled. "Good morning, David," she said. "Oh, Agnes," I said, "I'm very sorry that I was drunk at the theatre. I was very stupid. Please forgive me." "I have forgiven you," Agnes said. "Don't think about the theatre. Don't be sorry about that. But you have a bad friend." "A bad friend?" I said. "Who is he?" "Steerforth," Agnes said. "He isn't a good man." "Oh, Agnes," I said, "he is. Steerforth is my best friend." "I'm sorry," Agnes said. "I don't like him." She smiled. "Now I want you to forgive me," she said. "I've been rude." "No, you haven't," I said. "But we won't talk about Steerforth." "No, we won't," Agnes said. "David, have you seen Uriah?" "No," I said. "Uriah Heep? Is he in London?" "Yes," she said. Her face was unhappy. "Uriah owns half my father's business now. Did you know that?" "No!" I shouted. "Uriah? It can't be true." "It is," Agnes said. "Because my father always drank a lot, he couldn't manage the business. Uriah helped him. After a time, my father was not able to do anything without Uriah's help, so he gave him half the business." Agnes began to cry. "Uriah Heep," I said. "The dog! I hate the man. But please don't cry, Agnes." Agnes dried her eyes. Then Mrs. Waterbrook came into the room. She shook hands with me. "Will you stay to dinner, Mr. Copperfield?" she asked. "Yes, please," I replied. A lot of people came to dinner, but it was a very dull meal. Nobody talked to me, and I did not sit near Agnes. Uriah Heep was also sitting at the other end of the table. Then I heard the name Traddles. It was my old friend. I introduced myself to him again, and we talked about Salem House. He met Agnes, and I told her about him. I was very happy to see him again. After dinner, Uriah Heep came up to me and suggested a walk. I was too afraid of him to refuse. We walked away from the house, and I asked him about the business and Mr. Wickfield. "He was ill," Uriah said. "He drinks a lot, you know. He lost money and he needed help. I wanted to help Miss Agnes, too. She's pretty, isn't she? When will she marry? Who will she marry?" There was an ugly smile on his face. I knew then that he wanted to marry her. I was very angry with him, but I did not say anything. He could hurt Mr. Wickfield and Agnes now. There were very few dinner parties, and I was often lonely. Steerforth was at university in Oxford, and I did not see Traddles again. Every day I went to Mr. Spenlow's office, and he taught me about the law. One day he invited me to his house. He lived just outside London. I thanked him and accepted. "Stay the night," he suggested. "Stay for Saturday and Sunday." "That will be nice," I agreed. "We'll go together in my carriage," he said. We went to Mr. Spenlow's house on the Saturday. It was a big house with a large garden. We went inside. There were 2 women there, but I only saw one of them. After my eyes fell on her, I could not look away. She was beautiful. "This is my daughter, Dora, Mr. Copperfield," Mr. Spenlow said. "And this is Miss Murdstone. She is company for my daughter and looks after her." "I have met Miss Murdstone before," I said. "How are you, Miss Murdstone?" "Very well, thank you," Miss Murdstone said coldly. I went to my room and thought about Dora. Her hair was beautiful, and her face was like the sun in a dark sky. When I went down to dinner, I could not eat. People talked to me, but I did not hear them. My eyes stayed only on Dora. After dinner, Miss Murdstone spoke to me. "Mr. Copperfield," she said. "Yes, Miss Murdstone?" "You know that I don't like you," she said, "and I don't like your aunt. I know that you don't like me." "That is true," I said. "But we will be polite in this house," she said. "Yes, we will," I agreed. "Good night." I went to bed, and I dreamed about Dora. I had beautiful dreams. Next morning, I got up early and walked in the garden. Dora was out there too. "Good morning," she said. She had a pretty voice. "Good morning," I said. "You've just been to France, haven't you, Miss Dora?" "Yes," she answered. "Have you been there?" "No," I said with feeling. "I want to stay here. I want to stay in England." "Stay in England?" she said. "Why?" "You are here," I said. "You are in England." "Oh, Mr. Copperfield!" Her face was red, but she laughed. She spoke to the little dog that she was holding. "Mr. Copperfield says nice things, doesn't he, Jip?" she said softly. "Come, Mr. Copperfield, let's look at the flowers." She guided me through the garden. Dora looked at the flowers, and I looked at Dora. She was prettier than the flowers. "Is Miss Murdstone a friend of yours?" she asked. "No," I said. "Good," Dora said. "I don't like her. She follows me and watches me all the time." She kissed her little dog. "Doesn't she, Jip?" We talked together, and then Miss Murdstone joined us. "Good morning," she said. "Come into the house now, and we will have breakfast." I will always remember that Sunday as a very happy day for me. I sat with Dora and talked to her. Miss Murdstone was there in the room, but I soon forgot about her. She could not make me unhappy. After my return to London, I spent hours each day walking up and down the streets. I was hoping to see Dora. Once, I did see her in her carriage. She smiled at me, and I felt better. Mrs. Krupp saw the change in me. My thoughts were always far away. "Aren't you well, Mr. Copperfield?" she asked kindly. "Yes, I'm well," I told her. "I know," Mrs. Krupp said. "I know about young men. You've met a pretty girl, Mr. Copperfield. You're in love." Chapter 9. I See Old Friends. I felt lonely, so I decided to visit Traddles. He lived in a poor house in a poor street. I walked up the stairs and pulled the bell. Traddles opened the door. "Copperfield, my dear man," he cried. "Come in, this is nice. I don't often have visitors. In fact, you are my only visitor this month." His room was not very big. There was a small table in one corner with pens and paper on it. "What are you doing?" I asked. "I'm studying law," he said. "When I left school, I didn't have any money, so I worked hard and earned some. I paid that to a lawyer who is teaching me." "When will you finish?" I asked. "When will you be a lawyer?" "I don't know," Traddles said. "It will be a long time." He looked rather unhappy. "I want to marry, but Sophie and I will have to wait." Then He looked more cheerful, and he laughed. "But she's a good girl. She's pretty and kind too. We can wait. I love her very much, and she loves me." "I'm pleased for you," I said, and I really meant it. "I don't like this room," he continued, "but it doesn't cost much, and I have a nice neighbour." "Hello!" a voice called outside. "Who's that?" I asked. "That's my neighbour," Traddles said. "His name's Micawber." Mr. Micawber came into the room. "Copperfield, my boy," he cried, "this is a surprise." He took my hands and looked at me. "Mrs. Micawber will be pleased." "How are you, Mr. Micawber?" I asked. "We are rather poor," he said, "but we have a good friend here, Mr. Traddles, and we are hoping for money soon. We are always hoping." He laughed happily. I was happy to see Mr. Micawber again, and I invited the Micawbers and Traddles to my house. They came for dinner. Mr. Micawber made us a drink from wine and fruit. He sang loudly while he was making it. The drink tasted good. Then the dinner arrived, and it was terrible. "Mrs. Crupp hasn't cooked this meat well," I said. "It's red in the middle. I'm very sorry." "Don't worry, Copperfield," Mr. Micawber said. "We'll cut the meat into pieces and cook it again on the fire." He did it himself, and it tasted very good. We drank more wine and sang songs. We had a very happy time together. "What are you doing now?" I asked Mr. Micawber. "I haven't got a job," he said sadly, "but I'll get one soon." "Can't you borrow some money?" I asked. "I have borrowed some," he said, "but I've spent it." He smiled. "You've grown into a fine young man, Copperfield," he said, changing the subject. "Will you marry? Do you know a nice girl?" "Yes, I do," I said. "Good," he said. "Is she pretty?" "She's very beautiful," I told him. It grew late and they left. When Mrs. Micawber and Traddles went out, Mr. Micawber stayed behind. He gave me a letter. "Don't read it now," he said. "You can read it when I've gone." I went into my room, but then I heard a noise on the stairs. "David," a voice called, "are you there?" It was Steerforth. He came straight in. "I've surprised you," he said cheerfully, and he laughed. He looked at the table. "Ah," he said, "you've had a dinner with friends. You always have a lot of fun." "Yes," I said. "They were old friends. Do you remember Traddles?" "Traddles?" he said. "No, I don't remember him." "He was at school with us," I said. "Oh, yes," Steerforth said. "Traddles. He was a stupid boy." "Where have you been?" I asked. I did not agree with his opinion of Traddles. "I've been in Yarmouth," he said. "Emily is going to marry Ham soon. Oh, I have a letter for you. It's from Peggotty. Barkis is very ill. In fact, he's dying." I read the letter. "Peggotty is very unhappy," I said slowly. "I'll have to go to Yarmouth. She wants to see me." "Come to Highgate first," Steerforth said. "Come and see my mother and Rosa. They want to see you." "But I need to go to Yarmouth," I said. "Well, don't go tomorrow," Steerforth said. "Come to Highgate first." "All right, I will," I agreed. "I'll go home now," Steerforth said. "Walk with me some of the way." I went out with Steerforth. In the streets we walked and talked. He seemed excited and perhaps a little drunk. Then I left him and returned home. There I read Mr. Micawber's letter. "Dear Copperfield," the letter said, "I have lost all my money. I borrowed money from Traddles, and I have lost his money too. Now I have nothing. I have hurt Traddles, and I am very sorry about that. He is a good friend. I will not see you again. Wilkins Micawber. I felt very sad about Traddles, and I felt sorry for Mr. Micawber too, but there was nothing I could do. I asked Mr. Spenlow for a holiday, and I went to Highgate. Rosa Dartle was there when I arrived. "I know Steerforth well," she said, looking worried. "He is acting very strangely at the moment. What is he doing? What has he done in Yarmouth?" "I don't know," I said. I could not imagine what the problem was. "It's very strange," she said. "I don't like it." That night, we all had dinner together. "Why are you unhappy, Rosa?" Steerforth asked. "Don't be unhappy. You have a pretty voice. Sing to us." Rosa sang. When she finished, Steerforth went to her. "That was beautiful," he said, and touched her hair. "Don't touch me," she cried. "Don't touch me!" She ran out of the room. "What's wrong with her?" I asked Steerforth. "I don't know," he said. He did not seem very worried. "I'm going early tomorrow," I told him, "so I'll say good night now." "Good night, David," said Steerforth, and he smiled at me. It was a sad smile. "Don't forget me. I'm not really a bad man. Remember that." "I will," I said. "I'll always remember you. You're my best friend." Chapter 10. I Find a Wife. I went to Yarmouth, but I was too late. When I reached Yarmouth, Barkis was already dead. I spent some time with Peggotty talking about poor Barkis. He had a lot of money, which was hidden under his bed. He left £1,000 to Mr. Peggotty and 2,000 to his wife, Peggotty, my dear friend. Then I left her and went to visit her brother. The night was cold and wet, but Mr. Peggotty's house was warm and comfortable. A big fire was burning, and there was a light in the window. Mrs. Gummidge was complaining to Mr. Peggotty that she was lonely. "Don't be unhappy," Mr. Peggotty told her. "Emily will come soon. She'll make you feel better." The door opened, and Ham came in. He was wearing a big hat, and we could not see his face. "Mr. David," he said in a strange voice, "come outside, please." I followed him out of the house. "What's wrong?" I asked. "It's Emily," he said. He looked very pale. "Emily," I cried. "Is she ill?" "No, she's not ill," Ham said slowly. "She's gone." "Gone? Where?" I cried. "She's gone away," Ham said. He turned his face away from me. "What can I say to Mr. Peggotty?" he asked. "How can I tell him?" Mr. Peggotty came out of the house at that moment. He saw Ham's white face and mine. "Ham?" he shouted. "Emily! Where is Emily?" He fell back against the wall, and we both helped him inside. "Here's a letter, Mr. David," Ham said, pulling it from his coat pocket. "Read it. I can't read it again." The letter was very short. It said, "When you read this, I shall be far away. I will only return if he makes me a lady. Please believe that I am suffering. I can't marry you. Remember me and forgive me. I love you all with all my heart. I am very sorry. Emily." Mr. Peggotty sat down hard in a chair. His face was red, and he was very angry. "Who's the man?" he cried. "Who is he? Tell me. I want to know." "It's Steerforth," Ham said quietly. "She's gone with Steerforth." "Steerforth!" I cried. "And I brought him to this house. When did they go?" I asked Ham. "This evening," he said. "They left this evening in Steerforth's carriage." "Give me my coat," Mr. Peggotty said, standing up again with difficulty. "Where are you going?" Mrs. Gummidge asked. "I'm going to find Emily," Mr. Peggotty said. "I'll break Steerforth's boat into little pieces, and then I'll travel to the ends of the earth. I have to find her." "No, Daniel," Mrs. Gummidge said. "Don't go now. You're excited and you'll only get ill. Listen to me. I'm not the most cheerful person, I know that. I'm never much help to you. But I'll stop complaining now and help you. Stay here tonight." She took Mr. Peggotty's arm, and he sat down again. Then he put his head in his hands, and he began to cry. I could not help, so I went back to my hotel. One name stuck in my head: Steerforth. After that night, Mrs. Gummidge changed. She became a completely different person. She cleaned the house and prepared Mr. Peggotty's clothes for his journey. "I shall leave tomorrow," he told me. "I'll go to London and start there. I will find Emily again." Next morning, he and I went to the coach. Ham and Mrs. Gummidge came with us to say goodbye. Peggotty joined us, because she planned to travel to London too. Ham stopped me while I was climbing into the coach. "Mr. David," he said, "if Mr. Peggotty needs money, he should ask me. Please tell him that." "I will," I said. "Mr. Peggotty is not poor now. He has money from Barkis. But I'll tell him." The coach began to move, and Mrs. Gummidge ran behind it. "Goodbye, Daniel," she shouted to Mr. Peggotty. "Don't be sad, and don't worry. You will find Emily. I'll look after the house. When you come back, I'll be here. Goodbye." We reached London and found a room for Mr. Peggotty and his sister. I wanted to see Mrs. Steerforth, so I went to Highgate. She knew about Steerforth and Emily. I told her about Mr. Peggotty's unhappiness. "What does he want?" she asked. "I don't want to see him." She looked proud and angry. Then she changed her mind. "No, wait. I'll see him. Bring him here tomorrow." The next day we visited her together. Mrs. Steerforth sat very straight in her chair, and Rosa Dartle stayed with her. "You are the girl's uncle, aren't you?" said Mrs. Steerforth proudly. "I am." Mr. Peggotty spoke quietly. He was polite, and he was not afraid of her. "My son won't marry Emily," Mrs. Steerforth told him. "She isn't a lady." "She's a clever girl," Mr. Peggotty said. "She'll become a lady if he marries her." "He will not marry her," she told him. "I know my son." "When he came to our house, we were always kind to him," Mr. Peggotty said. "We thought he was our friend. Now he has done this cruel thing. He has deceived us." "My son does not deceive people," Mrs. Steerforth said proudly. "He is a gentleman. But you are unhappy and you don't understand him. I feel sorry for you, so I'll give you some money for your trouble." "No," Mr. Peggotty cried. "I don't want your money. And I am sorry for you, Mrs. Steerforth. Your son has deceived you, too. I'll leave you now. You can't help me." I followed him out of the room, but Rosa stopped me on the stairs. "It was you," she cried angrily. "You took him to that house. You took him to those rough, rude people." "Emily isn't rude and she isn't rough," I said. "And Mr. Peggotty is a good, kind man. Steerforth has hurt them terribly." "I hate her," Rosa cried. "I hate that girl." When I was leaving the house, I looked back. Rosa stood at the door. Her face was white and angry, and I could see her scar clearly. It looked very ugly. So Mr. Peggotty started on his journey. He went away to look for Emily. I felt very sorry for him, but I was not always sad. I saw Mr. Spenlow every day. Each time I saw him, I thought about Dora again. One day he said, "You remember my daughter, Mr. Copperfield, don't you?" Remember her? How could I forget her? But I only replied, "Miss Dora? Yes. Why, sir?" "She wants to have a party," he said. "Do you like parties? Can you come?" Could I go? Mr. Spenlow did not need to ask. But he did not know this, and I did not tell him. "Yes, Mr. Spenlow," I said. "You're very kind. When is the party?" "It's next week," he said, and he told me the date. "You won't forget, will you?" "No," I promised. "No, I won't forget." Dora wrote to me too. "Please come," the letter said. I carried it near to my heart. The week passed very slowly, but the day came in the end. I bought new clothes and some flowers for Dora. Then I went to her house. She was sitting in the garden with a friend, Julia Mills. Jip, the little dog, was there too. I was very pleased that Miss Murdstone was not outside. Dora liked the flowers I gave her. She showed them to Jip. "Smell these flowers, Jip," she said. "Aren't they pretty?" Jip bit them and broke some in half. "Don't do that, Jip," Dora cried. "Don't hurt the beautiful flowers. Mr. Copperfield brought them." At least Dora liked my flowers. Perhaps she likes me too, I thought happily, but I did not say this to her. We drove into the country for the party. Dora, Julia, and Mr. Spenlow drove in a carriage, and I rode on a horse. A lot of other people joined us. Most of them were Dora's friends and neighbours. We stopped near some trees, with a view over hills and fields. The fields were full of flowers, and it was a beautiful day. We got out the food and the wine. I was sorry that I could not sit near Dora. A young man sat next to her and made her laugh. But I was next to a very pretty girl. I saw that Dora was watching us. She stopped laughing, and I felt better. After the meal, Julia brought Dora to me. "Dora is unhappy," Julia said. "Why?" I asked. "You talked to Miss Kit, but you didn't talk to me," Dora complained. "But I couldn't talk to you," I said. "You were busy talking to another man." "I'm sorry," Dora said. "Talk to me now. Stay by my side." So I stayed with Dora. She sang songs and talked to me. Then she went home in her carriage. I rode next to the carriage on my horse. Mr. Spenlow was asleep, so I was able to continue my conversation with Dora. I was very happy on that journey. We reached her house, and I felt sad again. "I should go home," I said. "When will we meet again?" "I don't know," Dora said. "Soon, I hope." "Listen," Miss Mills said. "Next week Dora is coming to my house. You can visit her there. I won't invite Miss Murdstone." "Thank you, Miss Julia," I said. "You are a good friend." A week later, I went to Miss Julia's house. A servant opened the door. "Is Mr. Mills at home?" I said. "No," the servant said, "but Miss Mills is here. Come in, please." I followed the servant upstairs. Dora and Julia were sitting there together, but Julia soon left us. Dora looked at me and smiled. I walked straight across the room and took her in my arms. "Dora," I said, "I love you. Will you marry me?" "Oh, David," she said, "I love you too. Yes, I will marry you." She started crying with happiness, and I held her tighter. It was the best moment of my life. When Dora stopped crying, we sat quietly together for a time. Then Dora spoke. "We won't tell my father yet. she said. Why? I asked. I wanted to tell the world. He will be angry, she said. You need to find the right time and ask his permission. All right, we won't tell him yet, I agreed. Then Julia came back and we told her the good news. She was very pleased. After that day, I did not see Dora often, but I wrote letters to her and she wrote letters to me. I was very happy. Chapter 11. I am given bad news. A few things were worrying me, though. One night, I received another letter from Mr. Micawber. This was an invitation to an area of London where he was living as Mr. Mortimer. I was not pleased by his news. "Ah, my dear Copperfield," he said, "come in. I have something to tell you. My troubles are over." "I'm happy for you," I said. "Why is that?" "We're going to Canterbury," Mrs. Micawber said. "Oh, yes," I said with interest. "What are you going to do there, Mr. Micawber?" "Mr. Heap has work for me," said Mr. Micawber proudly. "Heap?" I said. "Uriah?" "Yes," he said. He smiled happily. "It's a good job. If I do the job well, one day perhaps I'll be a lawyer too." I went home and thought about this news. It was a surprise, and I was frightened for Mr. Micawber. My fear was that Uriah was going to use and hurt him. I had a surprise the next day, too. When I arrived home from Mr. Spenlow's office, my aunt was sitting in my room. "Hello, Aunt Betsy," I said. "This is a nice surprise. But why have you come to London? I thought that you didn't like London." "I don't," she agreed. She was sitting on her box, and she looked very uncomfortable. "What's wrong, Aunt?" I asked. "David," my aunt said, "I'm a very stupid old woman." "Why?" I asked, helping her to a chair. "I've lost all my money," she said. "I've got nothing at all. Can I stay here with you?" "Yes, of course," I said quickly. I was very surprised and sad for her. I'm afraid that I also felt very sorry for myself. "Please do." We ate together, and then my aunt went to bed. Later, I went to bed too, but I could not sleep. I was a poor man now. Could a poor man marry Dora? How could I ask Dora's father for his permission to marry her? But Dora was good and kind, and I was going to be a lawyer one day. Perhaps Dora was prepared to wait. I needed a job to earn the money for my studies. Next morning, I went to Mr. Spenlow. "My aunt has lost all her money," I told him. "She's poor now, and I am too. I can't study with you. Can you please give my aunt some of her £1,000 back?" "Oh dear," Mr. Spenlow cried. "That's sad news. Let me think. I can give you some of the £1,000, but there are two of us in this business, and Mr. Jorkins is a very hard man. He won't give your aunt the money back. He won't let me give her the money." "Oh," I said, "I'm sorry." I did not believe Mr. Spenlow. I knew Mr. Jorkins, and he was not a hard man. But I said nothing, and I left the office. I won't get that money, I thought. In the street, I heard a voice calling my name. It was Agnes in her carriage. "I was waiting for you," she said. "I heard the news about your aunt, and I'm very sorry. David—" "Yes?" I asked. "My father didn't lose your aunt's money, did he?" she asked. "I don't know," I said. "Let's go and see her. We can ask." I got into the carriage with Agnes. "Mrs. Heap and Uriah are living with us now," she told me. "And father has changed. He's like Uriah's servant. It makes me angry, but I can't say anything." We reached my rooms, and went inside. "Good morning, Agnes," said my aunt. "Why are you in London?" "I'm worried about my father," Agnes answered. "Can I ask you a question?" "Yes, of course," my aunt said. "What is it?" "Did he lose your money?" "Oh, no," my aunt said. "I lost the money. I'm a stupid old woman. Your father wanted me to save for the future, but I lost it." "I'm pleased," said Agnes. "I'm pleased for him, but I'm very sorry for you. And I can help you. I know a man with a job for you, David. You can earn some money." "Good," I said. "I need it. I'll work hard, I promise." "I know that," Agnes said. "You can start tomorrow." I left Agnes with my aunt. I went to see Dora, who was staying with Julia Mills. I waited outside until Mr. Mills, Julia's father, came out. Then I went in. "Dora," I said, "you look beautiful." "Thank you, David," she said. "Jip, kiss David." She held up the little dog. I kissed Jip, and then Dora kissed me. I sat next to her. "Dora," I said, "I have some news." "Is it good?" she asked. "Not very good," I said sadly. "Then I don't want to hear it," she said. "Tell me some good news." She laughed and kissed her little dog. "I've got to tell you," I said. "Dora, I'm very poor." "Don't be silly," Dora said. "Poor men are thin with dirty faces. You aren't poor." "I am," I told her. "My aunt has lost all her money. We've got nothing now." "Oh, David," Dora cried, "don't say that. Poor? I'm frightened." "Don't worry, Dora," I said. "We won't be very, very poor, but we won't be able to have servants. Can you cook?" "Cook?" Dora replied. "Oh, no, I can't cook." "Can you learn?" I asked. "We'll have to save money, too. Can you manage our home yourself?" "Manage the house? Cook? I don't want to learn these things. Oh, David, you are so cruel." She began to cry. "Julia," she shouted, "please come here. David is being unkind to me." Julia came in. She put her arms round Dora and she spoke quietly to her. Soon Dora was calm again. "I'm sorry, Dora," I said. "I have made you unhappy. I won't do that again. I love you." "I love you too, David," Dora said, and she dried her eyes. "But don't talk to me about money again." "I won't," I agreed. I was worried when I left the house. I need to work hard, I thought to myself. Then I can earn enough for the two of us. I'll see Traddles. Traddles told me about shorthand. "If you learn shorthand," he told me, "you can earn more money." "I'll do that," I said. Traddles helped me to learn shorthand. Very early in the morning, I worked at the job Agnes found for me. Then I went to Mr. Spenlow's office and I worked there all day. At night, I practiced my shorthand with Traddles. One day, Mr. Spenlow sent for me. His face was angry, and Miss Murdstone was with him. "Copperfield," he said, "you have deceived me. You are not a gentleman." "Deceived you?" I asked in surprise. "Yes, deceived him," Miss Murdstone agreed. She held up some papers. "What are these?" "Miss Murdstone," Mr. Spenlow said loudly, "let me speak. Copperfield, are these your letters?" "Yes, they are," I said. "Read them," he said, and he gave me the letters. "I don't need to read them," I said. "I love Dora, and my words came from my heart." "Love Dora?" Miss Murdstone said. "You love her money." "Miss Murdstone," Mr. Spenlow said, "please be quiet." He turned to me. "Copperfield," he said, "I invited you to my house, and you were polite and friendly to me. I thought that you were a gentleman, but you were being dishonest. You wrote love letters to my daughter. I shall not let you see her again." "I can't promise not to see her," I said. "I love your daughter, and your daughter loves me. It will make her unhappy if she can't see me." "You are young," Mr. Spenlow said. "I will send Dora to France again. Then you will forget her." "I can't forget her," I told him. "I love her." "Don't be silly," Mr. Spenlow said. "Your aunt has lost her money. You are a poor man. I am quite rich. At the moment, Dora will get my money when I die. But I can change that. Do you understand?" "I understand," I said. "If I don't promise to forget her, you will not leave your money to Dora." "Exactly," Mr. Spenlow said. "Think about it, Copperfield. Talk to your aunt. Dora cannot marry a poor man. Your aunt will understand, even if you don't." "I'll think about it," I said. "But please, sir, don't be angry with Dora." "I won't be unkind to her," Mr. Spenlow said. "Don't worry, you can go now. And think about your promise." I was very unhappy. I talked to my aunt, but she could not help me. I saw Julia Mills, and she felt sorry for me, but she could not help me either. That night I did not sleep. The next morning I went to the office. The clerks were talking excitedly. "What's wrong?" I asked. "It's Mr. Spenlow," they said. "Is he ill?" I asked. "No," they said. "He's dead." "Dead?" I said. "How?" "He was on his way home last night," they said. "His horse ran away, and the carriage turned over. It killed him." It was terrible news for Dora, but I could not see her. She was staying with her aunts in Putney. Her thoughts were of her father, not of me. Mr. Spenlow was not, in fact, a rich man. He owed people money. After that was paid, there was not a lot for Dora. It was a bad time. I often went to Putney, and I walked around the streets, but I did not see Dora. I was very worried and unhappy about the future. Chapter 12. I receive help and give little. I grew very tired from worry. I needed a holiday, so I went to Canterbury. There I told Agnes about Dora. "What can I do, Agnes?" I asked. "Write a letter to the aunts," Agnes said. "Say that you want to visit Dora." "Thank you," I said. "That's a good idea." "Tell me more about Dora," Agnes said. "She's very pretty," I said, "and I love her very much. But she can't manage money, and she can't cook." Agnes laughed. "Don't worry, David," she said. "Dora's young. She'll soon learn about these things." "Thank you, Agnes," I said. "You help me a lot. You're my best friend." Agnes looked at me strangely, and she smiled. "I will always help you," she said. "I want you to know that. I'll always be your friend." In the evening, Agnes and I talked together in her room. Mrs. Heep sat with us. She did not leave us alone, and I was rather angry about that. But Agnes and Mr. Wickfield were afraid of Uriah and Mrs. Heep, so I did not discuss Mrs. Heep with them. The next night I sat with Agnes again, and Mrs. Heep sat with us. Why is she watching us so closely? I thought. I did not like Mrs. Heep, and so I went for a walk. Uriah followed me. "Where are you going, Mr. David?" he asked. "I am going for a walk," I said. "I can't talk to Agnes. Your mother is always in the room with us." "I know," he said. "Why is she watching us?" I asked. Uriah closed his red eyes and rubbed his hands together. "Oh, Mr. David," he said, "you are a fine young man. My mother should watch you." "Why?" I asked. "Uriah, why?" "Perhaps Agnes loves you," Uriah said. "Perhaps you want to marry her." "Marry Agnes?" I said. "I can't marry Agnes. I love Dora. I want to marry her." "Dora? Who is Dora?" Uriah asked. I told him about Dora. "Oh, Mr. David, I'm very pleased," Uriah said. "I'll tell my mother." "But Agnes won't marry you, Uriah," I said. I knew now that Mrs. Heep was protecting her son's interests. Uriah looked at me with his red eyes and rubbed his thin hands together again. "Won't she, Mr. David?" he said very quietly. "No," I said. Later that night, Mrs. Heep left Agnes and me alone for a time. Mr. Wickfield, Uriah and I ate dinner together. Uriah was excited. "Have some more wine, Mr. Wickfield," he suggested. Mr. Wickfield drank a lot and became quite drunk. Uriah did not drink much, but he seemed very happy. "Agnes is a beautiful girl," he said. Mr. Wickfield put his glass down. "Her husband will be a lucky man," Uriah continued. "Husband?" Mr. Wickfield said. "Husband?" "Yes, I said husband," Uriah said. "I want to marry her." Mr. Wickfield stood up, and his face was white and angry. His glass dropped to the floor and broke. "You!" he shouted. "You! Her husband! You dog!" Then Uriah was angry too. "Don't say that, Wickfield," he shouted. "I own you. Remember that. I can marry your daughter if I want to." Mr. Wickfield moved round the table towards Uriah. You, he began. At that moment, Agnes came quickly into the room. "I heard your voices," she said. "Come with me, father. Come to bed." She took Mr. Wickfield away. "He's drunk," Uriah said to me. "Tomorrow he'll be sorry. Forget this, Mr. David." "I will," I said. I was very angry with Uriah. "Good night." I left Uriah alone. The next morning, I had to leave Canterbury. Uriah was being quite friendly to Mr. Wickfield, but Mr. Wickfield was very quiet. I saw Agnes for a few minutes. "Goodbye, Agnes," I said. I shook her hand. "Marry a good man, Agnes." "Yes, David," she said. "Don't worry." But her face was sad. I arrived in London and told my aunt about Uriah. She was angry too. "Agnes can't marry Uriah," my aunt agreed. "I hate that man." One day, I was walking home from work when I saw a man outside a church. I went up to him and took his hand. "Mr. Peggotty," I cried. "This is a surprise. How are you?" "I'm well, thank you, Mr. David," Mr. Peggotty said. "And Emily?" I asked. Mr. Peggotty shook his head. "There's no news of her," he said. "Where have you been?" I asked. "I've been to France," Mr. Peggotty said. "I can't speak French, but the people were very kind to me. I walked and walked, looking for Emily, but I didn't find her. So I came back to England and went to Yarmouth. There was a letter from Emily and some money at my house. The letter asked me to forgive her, but Emily didn't sign the letter. Here's the money." Mr. Peggotty showed me a £50 note. A woman was standing near us. I looked at her, but she did not go away. I knew her from Yarmouth. It was Martha Endles. "How is Ham?" I asked. "He's well too, Mr. David," said Mr. Peggotty. "He works hard, but he's very unhappy." "What will you do now?" I asked. "I'll look for Emily," he said. "I have to go now. Goodbye, Mr. David." Mr. Peggotty shook my hand, and I watched him. He walked down the street, and he did not look back. I could not see Martha Endles now. I walked on, feeling sad for Mr. Peggotty, and sorry for Emily too. Dora's aunts wrote a reply to my letter. "You can come to our house and visit Dora," the letter said. "Please bring a friend with you." I took Traddles with me. He talked to me about Sophie. "Sophie is a dear girl," he said. "I love her very much, and I want to marry her soon. But her sisters want her to stay at home and look after them. They don't like me at all." "But Sophie wants to marry you, doesn't she?" I asked. "Oh, yes," Traddles said. His face was sad. "But when I ask Sophie about a date for the wedding, she can't tell me. I don't feel very confident about it." "Don't worry, Traddles," I said. "You will marry Sophie. You can wait." "Yes," Traddles said. "Sophie and I are young. We can wait." Dora's aunts were quite old. Their names were Miss Lavinia and Miss Clarissa. They wore black clothes, and their voices were calm and quiet. They talked to us politely. At the end of the visit, Miss Clarissa said, "You can come here twice a week on Saturdays and Sundays. Will you like that?" "Oh, yes, Miss Clarissa," I said. "Thank you very much." So I visited Dora every week. My aunt came with me sometimes. She liked Dora and her aunts very much. Everyone was very kind to Dora, almost too kind. She did not have to do anything for herself. I did not like this. Dora needed an education. "Dora, my dear," I said to her one day. "Yes, David," Dora said. "I have bought a book for you." "Oh, thank you, David," she cried. "It's a cookbook," I said. "Oh." Dora was less excited now. "A cookbook." "Read it," I said. "You'll learn a lot about cooking." "I'll try," Dora agreed. She sounded sad. She tried for a time, but she soon stopped. "I don't like cooking, David," she told me. "It's very difficult." When Agnes visited London, she met Dora. She liked her very much. After her visit, Dora asked me about Agnes. "She's very pretty, isn't she?" Dora said. "Yes, she's quite pretty," I said. "You knew her when you were a child, didn't you?" Dora asked. "And you liked her then?" I agreed that Agnes was a very good friend then, and I liked her very much now, too. "So why do you love me?" Dora asked. "Agnes is like my sister," I said, "and I love you like a wife."
End of CD 2.